Well, our moms think we're funny. Hi, I'm Acomi.
Hey everybody, this is Turk182.
Welcome to another episode of Our Moms Think We're Funny.
Yep.
Hey, so, how's it going, Turk?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Good. Yeah.
Sitting here, getting ready to record another episode of the show. Got Thor, the original Thor Marvel movie in the background there.
Thor the First Avenger?
No, Captain America, the First Avenger.
Yeah, I know.
No, Thor, the first son of Odin.
Ah. Yeah,
Which I have to say that if you, since they always refer to him as like, is that Thor, the first son of Odin, that you might have to think that maybe he had kids before Thor and they just weren't boys. I mean, I understand you've got Thor and you've got Loki, but it's not like
is Hela older than Thor?
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
But I was gonna say it's not like it's like Thor and Thor 2, which you have to differentiate them. It's Thor and Loki. They don't even look anything alike. So for everyone would be like, is that Thor, the first son of Odin? I am Thor, first son of Odin. But he's just like, wait a minute.
Well,
wait, were there children before me that I've never heard of? You know,
like in older cultures, the whole being firstborn thing was very important. So
yeah, but it's not the firstborn. It's the first son.
Yeah.
Not the Thor, the firstborn. No, it's Thor, the first son. Like,
yeah. It's interesting. The whole thing with like, oh yeah, Loki's adopted, yada yada yada. But he looks a lot more like Hela than Thor does. So it's like they actually look like they could be related.
Well, I think in the comic book, Hela is the daughter of Loki.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, I think that's how it works in the comic book.
Huh. How about that?
Jamie Alexander, she's a cutie.
Yeah,
She's got that overbite.
I mean, I'm like the person I'm most fond of in the Thor films, of course, is Katie Holmes. But
Katie Holmes?
Did I get the name wrong? The Darcy chick, right? Did I get the name wrong?
Katie Holmes is Tom Cruise's ex-wife. Jamie Foxx's ex-girlfriend.
Then I must be mixed up. Who am I thinking of? The chick who plays Darcy.
Kat Denning?
Kat Denning, that's right. Shit.
If you don't know her name, you can't have her.
I can.
I don't think so.
I can live in my little fantasy world.
Where you call Kat Denning Katie Holmes?
Sure.
That don't last very long. Just wait till the first time you're like, oh, I'm almost there, Katie. She'll be like, what the fuck?
I mean, I would probably just be calling her Darcy the whole time anyway, so...
Oh, okay, well... Yeah.
Shit, I hate when I do that. I'm really bad with keeping my actors' names straight.
Yeah. I mean, whenever you call me Katie, I'm just like, okay, I know you, I love you, I just let it go.
Yeah, I mean, and I would be disappointed if you did otherwise.
So...
Alright. So,
because you're the kind of guy that actually would give a reach around.
It's just common courtesy.
Thank you!
Jesus.
I know, right?
Oh man, so I don't know if we have a specific topic for this episode that we're actually going to stick with all the way through, but
Wait, I just gotta know, how far are we into the episode now before we even started?
Just like 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Which is not bad. We've gone like 30 minutes before. So,
yeah, we're getting better.
Yeah.
Or worse, depending on...
Well, I mean, considering this isn't really necessarily a topic episode, but this is just something...
Fun and games with Turk and Acomi.
Like, typically we try not to, like, fall into all the trends and stuff, and we try not to just, like, jump on whatever bandwagon is most popular right at the time.
Which is another way of saying we're lame.
Yeah, basically, because, we've spent how much time this weekend bitching about how we don't understand Twitter?
I don't understand why people... Not that I don't understand it, I just don't like it. I think it's ridiculously stupid.
You're sitting there, like, tilting your phone, like, back and forth, going, what's a tweet? Character 5, what's this 550 for? What?
I don't understand, like, why is it called Twitter? It's like, oh, well, because it's got a bird and birds twit and tweet. I'm like, what? That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
God, bless America. It just, Yeah.
All right.
I will say, though, if no one follows Bill Sienkiewicz on Twitter, you need to, because, he'll say some things and drop some art and stuff like that. But what I think was the greatest part about it is he will say stuff like, "I think this is the best thing ever, and the best thing I've ever drawn," but then not include a picture.
Right.
It's such fantastic. And people are like, "What? Where is it? What's the best thing you've ever drawn?" And he's like, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen." And that's it.
That's
It's
fantastic.
so awesome.
Now, was it Sienkiewicz who took part in this thing that we're doing today? Or...
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
it was.
Which is a good segue. We're getting better at segues, but we always call attention to it, so I guess we're not that great at it.
Well, I think it's okay that you call attention to it, you know.
But yeah.
As long as you'll be like, and now we're going to do a segue.
But this is something that I've seen both on Facebook and Twitter, and multiple people have brought it up, and I thought that, like, given our penchant for doing movies and dumb shit like that, this actually fit really well with our brand of humor and the kind of things we do. So today what I wanted to do was you take a movie, you keep one original actor, and then you replace all the rest of the cast with Muppets. And the way we were doing it when we were discussing this, we're using actual people from the Muppet Show, not just like generic-ass Muppets like Happy Town Murders or whatever that was.
Oh, God. And yeah, that was actually directed by like Jim Henson's son.
Really? God. I never watched it. I couldn't. As soon as I saw that it was Melissa McCarthy, I refused.
You know, the thing that got me was it's one thing to make a more adult comedy, but when it's like the whole idea is like the puppets are profane, but like, that doesn't make it funny.
Yeah, yeah.
It's,
I mean, like, they really could have gone somewhere. I wouldn't mind seeing Muppets, you know, in a darker setting. That's totally fine. I don't have an issue with that, but it's just like, you know, I don't need to see, like, a Muppet give a 30-second cum shot either.
if you did Who Framed Roger Rabbit
Yeah.
with Muppets... No, not the movie. I'm saying that style, though, right? Where it's like, okay, I'm going to take a real life setting, and I'm going to, it's like, Detective Jones.
You mean that level of darkness?
Right.
Gotcha.
And
gotcha.
the integration of the worlds. Like,
right.
Detective Jones, you've now been partnered with, like Fuzzy Beetle over here, and it's like, and he's a Muppet, and it's like, this is our partnership.
I could see that working.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be, and then if it got a little darker, then that'd be fine.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that idea. But yeah, no. So I mean, that's pretty much it. Is I'm sure anybody listening to this has seen this crop up on Facebook at some point or another by now. It's that you name your movie, you decide which actor you want to keep, and everybody else is Muppets. And I think we had some fun discussing it last night, so I'm looking forward to seeing where we go with this.
So you mentioned start off with, you mentioned Fight Club.
Yeah, I mentioned Fight Club, and the very first thing I thought was to keep Marla Singer, and everybody else is Muppets.
Right.
Because I think the whole scene with like Tyler and the rubber glove and all that would be hilarious. Replacing that with Muppets. Mm-hmm. So I mean that I think would be pretty funny.
That would be funny.
But then you mentioned a couple that you thought would be better, and I kind of agree.
So let's see. I mentioned I think the first one I said was Bob.
Bob, yeah.
Right. Have everybody be Muppets except for Bob.
Right.
And I thought that'd be kind of funny. And then because it's just that would just be so just out of place. Because Bob's character is just in that world, he doesn't stand out, but like even when he joins Fight Club, you see that he doesn't really fit in with everything else. He's more of a guy just searching to find someplace to belong to.
Yeah.
So having him in with all this Muppets is like it works even more.
Yeah, and I think having him there as the only human fits in, would like make his death scene really stand out.
Right.
Like too. Because you have all these Muppets like recoiling in horror. So I think that would be pretty funny actually. And I don't know if it was you or me who came up with keeping Jared Leto's character as the only human angel face. I think that was me.
That was you.
Because the whole scene where the narrator just grounds and pounds him and just beats him to a pulp, I think that would be so funny to just have Jared Leto just getting the shit knocked out of him by Gonzo.
Oh, so that's the other thing we got to talk about. We were saying also not just a matter of like who would be the only human, but who would play the other characters.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think we said obviously Miss Piggy would be Marla.
Right.
And we
kind of have to be.
Kermit would be the narrator.
Would Kermit or would Kermit be Tyler? Because I think we went back and forth on that.
Well, I thought we decided that Gonzo was going to be Tyler.
That's right. That's right. So then Kermit would be beating the shit out of Jared Leto.
Right.
How embarrassing. A house full of condiments and no food.
Where'd you go, Felt Boy? And then we said, because we replaced a couple other people too. I'm trying to think of who they were.
We've said that Fozzie would be Bob.
Oh, yeah. Fozzie would be Bob. And afterwards, I was like, you know what? I was thinking, when I said Fozzie, I actually meant Rolf.
Yeah.
But I think Fozzie works. Fozzie works.
Yeah, Fozzie would be great with that.
And,
Cornelius? It's me! Waka waka waka!
So that would just be, those would be awesome choices.
Yeah.
And then, see, was I the one that said did I say the boss?
Yeah, you said you wanted the boss to be the only human.
Right, the boss be the only human.
For some reason, I was reminded of my first fight with Tyler.
That would just be funny.
Well, just give me the paychecks and you'll never see me again. Let's see, I was thinking like Statler and Waldorf would do good for like the detectives and the police force. Of course, the scene where Marla orders all the food, you have the Swedish chef there. Morgan. No, clean food, please. Right, no chowder. So what would our final consensus be if we could only do one person? Who would our final answer be on that?
Oh man, that's a good one. God, it's so hard.
Right?
I think having Angel Face be the only human, he doesn't have enough screen time.
Yeah.
That'd be a challenge. Same thing with the boss. That would be a challenge as well. So actually, really, even Bob doesn't have enough screen time to really be like,
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna curveball this.
All right.
What if Jack is the only human? So his whole interaction with Marla, is with a Muppet,
right?
And then when he's Tyler, he's a Muppet,
right? So that almost telegraphs the ending, though, doesn't it?
Well, not really, because remember, he's the only human.
Yeah, that's right, the only human. I guess that could work.
So, but if you can imagine the end when Jack is talking to Grover, and he's like, "Your hand up my ass. Your hand up mine."
The gun's not in your hand. The gun's in mine. Big deal. Doesn't change a thing.
Oh, my sweet Camilla. Just, it's hard.
I think I'm going to stick... That's what she said. I think I'm going to stick with my original and say the Marla.
Okay.
I think it would be really funny to just, like, have this woman, like, treated like shit by whoever the narrator is. Are we done here? Yes, we're done here. And that like brings a whole new meaning to that line where she's like, I could check your prostate. No thanks. All right. So I know I mentioned a couple other movies last night, but have you got any?
Okay, I know this is not the way this works, but I'm just going to mention this because I think it'd just be so funny.
Muppet Treasure Island.
Actually, I was going to say, like I said, this is not how this works. So I'm just tossing it as a one-time thing.
Okay.
Starship Troopers, but all the bugs are Muppets.
Okay. And they would be actual like Muppets from the Muppet Show.
Right.
Okay.
All the bugs are Muppets, and only the humans are human, but all the bugs are Muppets. And it's like, We're going to Planet M, Planet Muppet. It's an ugly planet, a Muppet planet. Oh, that would be funny.
That would be funny. I like that. So I know one thing I was talking about last night was Baby Driver, and your first answer was Doc as the only human, which I do like because Kevin Spacey for all of his rapey, murdery tendencies was
murdery. I forgot about
the kill him with kindness thing.
Kill him with kindness.
That was his third accuser to die. Yes. For all of his rapey, murdery tendencies, he was very brilliant in Baby Driver. Yeah. So, Kevin, please don't kill me. I
fell in love with a Muppet once.
But like the first thing that came into my mind for that was bats, just because of that scene where he punches Baby in the face, like when the heist goes wrong. And he's like, drive! And he punches him in the face. I want to see Jamie Foxx just punch a Muppet right in the face. Because, like, Baby doesn't talk much anyway, so, you have, like, Beaker as Baby. Just imagine, like, just Jamie Foxx just hauling off and punching Beaker right in the face. Drive, baby! Oh, what did you do, baby? What did you do?
What, you looking for Scooter? He's long gone, baby.
Oh no, Fozzie would have to be him. I left my shotgun behind. Not groovy, Fozzie. Not groovy at all.
This is a Michael Myers mask. Waka waka. A Halloween mask.
Oh, you mean Jason? No.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that means that Kermit would be Doc.
No, Kermit would have to be shit.
Oh yeah, he'd have to be Buddy.
And
Miss Piggy would have to be Darlin. That's right. Oh shit.
Kermit, this shit is bananas.
All of Beaker's remixes are just meeps. Meep
meep meep. Meep meep meep. Meep meep meep. Meep meep meep. Oh. Would Scooter be Deborah?
Sure, yeah. Would almost have to be. Statler would.
The old guy, Baby's
his foster dad.
I gotta make a cash change here. I gotta make him Nanny.
Nanny.
From the Muppet Baby.
Yeah. It's just like change all the cinematography so you never see her face.
Right.
And the best part is, once you're done counting this money, you only have to wash your hands once.
Yes, Nanny. Baby driver. I like adventure. I like romance. Baby driver dance. Sorry.
Statler would be the guy from the first heist. I can never remember his name. The guy who plays Punisher.
Yeah.
If you don't see me next time, I'm dead! Ha!
Which means I won't get to see you either. So it's a win-win.
So then, yeah, Fozzie would have to be the diner manager in that case. Come on, Deborah! Get off the phone! Waka waka!
Well, you said he was going to be JD.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Duh.
Like...
So I guess Rolf would have to be the diner manager.
Yeah, see, I can see that. I can see that Rolf.
Or who's the eagle guy? The blue eagle? He'd be perfect for the manager.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I can't remember his name.
I can't either. It just matters. Like, meep meep meep. And it's like, fuzz. You used to say fuzzy. Meep meep meep. Who doesn't like fuzz? Waka waka.
How about it, baby? Can you talk?
So, I can't do a good Kermit. Baby, what you listening to? I say, mana. Oh, man, that would be fantastic.
Oh, God.
Okay, so... Oh, what else we got?
I've got one, but I just did Baby Driver, so I'll let you think of
So
one.
now it's my turn, huh? Oh, man, so I got to take a movie and replace everybody with Muppets except for one character.
Yeah, it's tough, right?
It is, because I got to think of, like, I got to run through my head. Okay, you know what? Just because we make fun of this one so much.
Okay.
Right? Friday the 13th.
Oh, nice. And the only human would be?
Jason.
Of course.
Jason just slaughtering Muppets.
I'm picturing, like, whenever he's choking somebody, it's when Kermit has the big eyes and his mouth is all, like, deformed over into a beak.
And that would just be... Because you can imagine, like, Jason thrashing out in the water, help! And the two Muppets just on the shore.
I like it.
Of course, you would have to start with two, because then, like, in the first one, the only human would have to be the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but after that, it would be Jason would be. But then you could also take that to like oh man, that'd be awesome. You could do Nightmare on Elm Street, but when Freddy starts off as a Muppet, but when he dies, he comes back as a human.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually makes it make sense. I love it.
And that would be fantastic. All right, your turn.
Old boy.
Old boy.
Old boy. And Odaisu would be the only human.
But what about his girlfriend?
I mean, what about her?
Okay.
She'd be a Muppet. She'd be Miss Piggy. And I say I almost said make the bad guy the only human, but think to the hammer hallway fight scene. And just imagine just Odaisu just beating the shit out of a bunch of Muppets with a hammer. It's just funny.
It is, because since he would be standing and he'd have to like reach down to hit him or be on his knees the whole time.
And then you have that moment where they like stab him in the back and you think he's dead, and then they all like back up. It's just hilarious to picture that happening with Muppets.
Okay, this is the best scene in my mind, right? This is the best scene in my mind. The elevator door opens and nothing but like 100 stuffed animals come falling out. And then there's Odaisu. Just nothing but all he just stuffed animals come pouring out. Isn't he beautiful?
It's all the Muppet mice.
Oh, that'd be the best.
Oh, yeah. See, I knew it'd be good. And I guess that means Kermit would have to be the villain, right?
Yeah. And you would see, like, the whole thing would be him, like,
I've dedicated myself to studying you. To the study of Odaisu.
he caught him and like someone else swapping eyes. Like, this is how you look with my eyes. Oh. Yeah.
So good.
Okay. All right. So now it's my turn again.
Yep.
Let's see. How much time do we have?
We are 24 minutes in.
All right, let's take a break.
Yeah.
Let's just take a break, and then we'll do a couple of them.
Yeah.
So, so we'll just take a break here, and then we'll come back and swap some more human Muppets. Muppet humans.
Sounds good. Enjoy this advertisement, people.
Yes. Hey, you know what? We should really probably, for season 2, we need to probably do a new ad.
Yeah.
Since we're just kind of playing the same old one over and over again.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It's not coming right now, people. we just had the idea, so don't expect a new ad right now. Like, ooh, a new ad.
Finally.
Look at me, I'll walk around without a shirt on. It's like, don't I look handsome?
Oh, look at me, my name's Chris Hemsworth. I'm Jack and Handsome.
Yeah, well, you know what? I almost fucked a Frenchman, and that was like 20 years older than me, so I'm not impressed, buddy.
Oh yeah, the whole Donald Blake connection. I forgot about that. Okay, well, hey, we're back, everybody.
See, you like my Leon the Professional? Leon the Professional. The Professional?
Oh yeah, Leon the Professional, yeah.
And she was Matilda, and I almost fucked a Frenchman that was 20 years older than me?
Yeah, I remember, like, the premise. I just never watched the movie.
You've never...
I love how you never cease to be surprised.
You watch some movies and you're like, and I'm like, oh really? You've seen that? You're like, oh yeah. I'm like, okay, wow. I mean, someone stepped your game up, right? And then it's like, no, I've never seen that. And I'm like, I'm like, you've never. It's like, no, I've never even heard of that movie. Is that a real movie? Like, oh my god, you've never heard of E.T.? Like, E.T. That's the name of it. The name of it is E.T. How do you spell that? E motherfucking T!
I'm just saying, like, Leon the Professional just sounds like some YouTuber who would start a nudes ring.
Actually, that's not a bad name.
What, you mean like Pro Leon?
Pro Leon?
Pro Jared? Come on.
Oh. Sorry. I was thinking of, what was the porn name you came up with earlier?
What was it?
Shit, I forgot now. That was a good
Wait,
one,
it
too.
was something fuckboy. Creepo the fuckboy.
Yeah, Creepo the
fuckboy.
Creepo the fuckboy. Yeah.
Check out our Hammer House of Horror Let's Watch for the backstory of Creepo the fuckboy. All right, so Turk, it is your turn to pick a movie.
Okay. See, I actually had one in mind, but it just popped into my head, and I was like, oh, that'd be good. And I was like, no, it wouldn't work. Because I was going to say X-Men and Professor Xavier's the only human. But I was like, no.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that yesterday.
But then I was like, it'd have to be Xavier and Magneto. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
I guess not. That's a toughie.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I Am Legend.
And Will Smith is the only human.
And Will Smith is the only human.
I like it.
And even his dog is a Muppet.
Oh, that makes the death scene so much worse.
Yeah, like,
oh no!
Like the dog from Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
It's like even the dog is a Muppet.
I just picture him doing the slow hug and slowly tightening over this Muppet dog. Oh shit.
That would be awesome.
I like it. I like it. Okay. So I'm gonna do a deep cut here. A much older movie. Just because I just recently watched it and I picture this as being really funny. Yojimbo.
Okay.
The Akira Kurosawa film. Yeah. And just keep Toshiro Mifune as the only human.
Wow, Muppets with samurai swords.
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome sounding.
Right, and like, you know, there's that one big guy with the gamblers who carries the sledgehammer? That big, like, brutish thug who's like head and shoulders over everybody?
Okay, now, so this is going to go back to what we just talked about, like, 3 minutes ago. You've seen Yojimbo. I have not.
You haven't seen Yojimbo?
No, fuck you,
what
dude.
What the fuck, man?
Because we went over a laundry list of movies that you haven't seen.
Yeah, but
we settled on putting Thor in the background because I was like, Total Recall, the original one. I haven't seen that. Oh, Starship Troopers. Oh, I haven't seen that. You know, and of course I'm gonna go back to the old one, like Ant-Man Wasp. Haven't seen it. Black Panther. Haven't seen it.
Yeah,
seen Captain Marvel, and I was like, oh, what about this one? Haven't seen it. Haven't seen it. Haven't seen it.
This is Yojimbo, dude. I mean, it's a classic.
Okay, so tell me about all the classic movies you've watched.
I was brought up in a religious household. I have an excuse.
Oh, so
you're the movie guy here.
Oh, so
I mean, that would be like me going, oh no, I can't draw that.
Okay, wait. So in your religious household, you were able to watch Yojimbo?
No, I watched Yojimbo last weekend.
Aha! So your religious background has nothing to do with what you're watching currently.
Yeah, it does, because I'm playing catch up.
You should play catch up with the.
Oh, are you about to tell me that I shouldn't be watching Kurosawa films?
Are you watching chronologically? Is that what you're doing? You're like, let me start off with the silent era and work my way up. They were like, so today I'm going to watch a movie from the 70s, tomorrow from the 60s, I'm going to jump back to the 80s.
I mean, I don't have a particular order I'm going through it on.
Okay.
But it's just every movie I say I haven't seen, you treat with equal gravity, so it's not like I have a particular direction to start in. But yeah, no, going back to Yojimbo, which is a good movie, highly recommend it, Mr. Movie Buff, is,
By the way, I'm a movie snob, not a movie buff, okay? There's a difference.
But, yeah, they have this big, like, hurly-burler henchman who's, like, head and shoulders over everybody and just carries a sledgehammer that he uses instead of a katana. And, yeah, that would be, like, the big monster with the monobrow. So, like, that fits in perfectly.
So what is his name?
Shit,
the big furry guy with the monobrow.
I can never remember. Hold on. Hey, Siri. Who's that big monster Muppet with the monobrow?
Okay.
I think his name is your mother.
Found this on the web for who's that big monster Muppet with the
It's not
monobrow.
Bert, and it's not Sam
Check
Eagle.
it out.
Sam Eagle was the blue eagle dude that we were talking about.
So you had half his name right.
Is it Harry Monster? No, that's Sesame Street.
That sounds like porn
Damn
star.
it, Siri is letting me down.
Oh, jeez. Siri let somebody down.
Well,
Oh, clutch the pearls.
Will wonders never cease? I declare I will have the vapors.
Sorry. They think of the island Dr. Moreau.
Those things are following me. Could be 1, could be 2, could be 3, could be 4.
We didn't watch Island Dr. Moreau. We didn't do a Let's Watch of it. It just happened to be on when we were preparing things, and it's just a horrible scenes. And it was the one with Michael York.
Yeah.
As opposed to all the other, like, Island of Dr. Moreau movies that they've made that have been...
Sweetums. His name is Sweetums.
Sweetums, of course, Sweetums.
Yeah.
How could I not have remembered that?
He's one of my favorites. I just never knew his name. I was just called him the Big Monster growing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Sweetums would make for that guy.
Okay, I got one for you.
All right.
Watchmen, the only human... See, this is tough. Because I want to say the only human is Dr. Manhattan. but not his crap, what's his name? Shit, why don't tell me.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
It's because the pressure's on now because I got the mic here and I'm like, Come on, fill the dead air, dude. While I'm thinking,
Dude, I got nothing. I don't remember his like pre-Blue Naked Dude name. I can Google it real quick.
no, I can just reach over there and grab the book for that case.
Oh, look at me. My name's Turk182. I'm superior to technology. Kirakura who?
Osterman, John
Yeah,
Osterman.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you. So
That's just what I
not
was
John
about to say.
Osterman. He would still be a Muppet.
Okay.
Dr. Manhattan would be the only human. Because with him being a god, it just makes sense. Or Rorschach.
Ooh, I do like Rorschach.
But I have to make a caveat here. Rorschach.
So, not Michael Kovacs?
Right. Walter.
Walter Kovacs, that's right.
Not Walter Kovacs. Rorschach. Sure, he's like, give me my face! I want my face! He puts it on and he's Rorschach the human. Which,
Well, right now, doctor, tell me, what do you see?
which makes the ending, spoiler alert, even more fucked up.
Yeah.
Because he's Rorschach, but then he takes a mask off. He's like, do it! And he's a Muppet again.
The do it would be so funny if it were Beaker. Because he rips the mask off.
See, I was thinking Ratso.
Oh, yeah.
Do it!
That would just be awesome. So I think either one of those I would be perfectly happy with. That would just be
really
amazing.
That would be really good, yeah. But, like, yeah, I think it would have to be Rorschach because Dr. Manhattan could be Sam Eagle.
He could.
Yeah, because he's already blue and he's stern and, like, doesn't have a lot of personality.
But I was just thinking, like, when he becomes a god, like, everyone else is your Muppets to him.
Yeah.
With the whole, like, you're just so detached from humanity thing.
Right.
And it's like, because, well, he's like, you're so detached from the Muppet world, you don't even understand it anymore.
Fozzie would be the comedian. And yo, You could have turned the bullets into snowflakes.
You did. Waka waka.
Waka waka.
And give me a fucking medic.
Oh god, I love Rorschach though. Rorschach is great.
Yeah.
I wish that his mask didn't have an image of my parents fighting on it, but you know, it's...
See, all I see are pretty flowers.
Oh well, some nice birds.
2 angels screwing in the stratosphere. You like how I jump tracks there? Yeah. I went from Watchmen to Arkham Asylum.
God damn, people must get whiplash listening to this.
My brain hurts.
Okay, so I guess it's on me now, huh?
Yeah, it's on you.
Let me think. Again, this is mostly just because I've just watched it recently, but I'm gonna say Joker. Joker, but keep Joaquin Phoenix. Everybody else is Muppets.
Now, see, that would make the movie make too much sense.
A little bit.
It's like, I'm going crazy. I don't have a place in this world. No shit.
But then instead of people wearing clown masks to commit their crimes, they just wear normal human masks.
Oh yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah. Unless, what other? You could keep his mother as the only human, and then replace Joker with Fozzie, because of the whole like failing stand-up comic thing. And then that eradicates the problem of the plot making too much sense. And that would make the best line so much funnier. Of, what do you get when you take a psychopath and cross him with the society that treats him like trash? You get what you fucking deserve! Waka waka!
So I was thinking, this is just too easy, so I'm not even going to really count this one. Because it's too easy. Planet of the Apes.
Oh, okay.
But keep Charlton Heston
right.
as the only human.
Take your filthy hands off me, you damn dirty Muppet.
Take your felty hands off me.
Felty hands! Can we call this... Oh my god, I hope I remember. We gotta call this episode Felty Hands. Oh god.
You're sticking filthy hands off me, you damn dirty Muppet! He can talk. I can sing!
Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas! Okay,
that's,
Scarface.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Yeah. But then the question would be, would Al Pacino be the only human you keep, or would there be someone else? Because I love the idea of Kermit holding that massive gun, saying hello to my little friend.
Then take you all to fucking hell.
You don't get a scar like this from eating pussy.
You know what the hospital is? It's a pig that don't fly straight.
So no, Kermit would almost have to be Scarface then, but then who would the only human be?
Michelle Pfeiffer, I guess.
I guess, yeah. Which works, that makes sense.
Okay, what about Star Wars with Vader being the only human?
Just picks up the Muppet.
When he grabs him, lifts him up in the air, he pulls him off the hand.
Yeah. Well, I guess Muppets already did this, and they had like a thing where like Mark Hamill was the only human, right?
Oh yeah, I guess on the Muppet Show.
Yeah,
yeah.
But no, I like the idea of it being Vader. Gonzo would make a good Han Solo. I love you. I know.
I felt the disturbance in the Force, as if a million strings were being pulled all at once and then suddenly cut. Oh.
Let's see, what else?
I'm looking over at my movie shelf. While I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm like, what else would really work? It's like, 'cause it's so hard to do because the interaction, like if we were to like replace like one person, let's say we took a I don't know, like you said Scarface, but okay, nah, I'm not even gonna go that route. That'd just be too that'd be too much. Let's see, what would be,
Dare I ask?
huh?
Dare I ask?
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
It's not quite. Okay?
Okay.
Jaws. And Jaws is the only quote-unquote human. Now, yeah, I want you to just want you to say the line as Kermit. Smile, you son of a bitch.
Smile, you son of a bitch.
It just works.
We're gonna need a bigger boat. I like it. I can see that working. The Fly and Jeff Goldblum is the only human.
Oh. So in the teleportation chamber, does he actually get mixed with a Muppet? So in the end, he's becoming part man, part Muppet.
With a Muppet Fly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So in the end, he'll have like his weird like human body, but with Muppet eyes.
Yeah, like big googly eyes and. Yeah, I think that would work.
Oh, see that? Okay, no, this would not really work at all. But there's a scene I want to see,
Okay.
and that's why I'm going to propose it. Raiders of the Lost Ark,
All right.
with Indiana Jones being the only human.
Okay.
Just because when they open the Ark, I want to see a bunch of Muppets just on fire. just moving back and forth on fire.
Just doing that flail where the hand is just pivoting on the elbow and the arms are flopping.
Right? And they're on fire, just waving back and forth.
And then they disintegrate and you just see the hands. I love it. That's amazing. Okay, I want to see Hellraiser.
Okay, who's the only human?
The guy who has his skin ripped off throughout the movie.
Frank?
Yeah, just Frank is the only human.
Wow.
Just because, imagine Muppets as Cenobites.
Muppet Cenobites.
Who have opened the box, we will show you pleasures you cannot imagine.
I have such wonderful things to show you.
and Chatterer is his name, right?
Yeah.
That would just be Beaker.
Oh,
I want to draw Kermit in Pinhead's suit now.
I think you have to make Fozzie Butterball.
Oh yeah, totally. And of course, Miss Piggy would just be the female.
See, I was thinking Skeeter.
Oh yeah. Skeeter
She
would be great for that.
would make a better one than yeah.
Well, like that would work with like the whole like eye structure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. See that. That's pretty interesting.
I kind of want to do a print of that now, which I always get these ideas for prints and they never sell, but I kind of want to do a print of Muppets as Cenobites.
I know it's my idea. I know that. So you could say I'm kind of biased, but it turned out so well, and I still think it's funny. Your Sonic print.
Oh, yeah.
The Sonic Flash
What a
dance.
feeling.
That one is still... The whole... I think because people don't get it, for the people that don't really know the Flashdance thing.
Right.
And then... The rings with the golden shower. I mean, that is so funny, and like most people don't get it, so it's so subtle.
Yeah, I was pretty proud of how that one came out.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else could you
You know, there's so many movies that, like, it's weird to me that we're having a hard time thinking of them, but it's because the pressure's on.
It is.
And
because we always insist on doing this on the fly.
Yeah. Because we're always like, we're funnier on the fly.
I think we are.
we are.
Well, yeah, when we have to, like, when we write stuff down, I mean, obviously we come in sometimes with like, notes, but, you know, not, like, full scripts that we're reading.
Yeah. How about Scott Pilgrim? Only human is Ramona Flowers.
Okay, I'm going to take your idea.
Okay.
And I'm going to change it to no, because now you need a person that's been. No, because you don't necessarily have to have a person that's throughout the entire movie. I mean, they don't have to. As long as they have a crucial role, right?
Right. Yeah.
Because Doc's not in the entire Baby Driver.
Right.
So I was going to say Gideon.
Gideon could work. I thought about Gideon. Yeah. Yeah, I think Gideon could work.
Just because the whole thing, especially it was like, he's got a way of getting to my head. And,
Yeah. Do you know how long it took me to set up that Craigslist ad? 30 minutes!
So, yeah.
Okay.
So that could be kind of cool. I could see that. Huh. So, okay, I've got one for you.
All right.
And this one would just be absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
All right.
Okay. Any Andy Sedaris movie, and the main bad guy is the only human. So if it's like I forget whichever one it is, like Hard Hunted or whatever, where Eric Estrada is the bad guy.
Yeah.
He's the only human.
I like it.
But here's the funny part: is like all the weird, like unnecessary, like sex scenes
All the
and like
gratuitous nudity.
right? That would be hilarious. All the Muppet nudity.
Miss Piggy would have to be the phone sex operator.
Oh yeah.
Just a minute, I'll patch you right through.
So remember in Malibu Express the 70s tits on 80s girl?
Yeah.
Like, imagine her. Just a random like, hey, look at these. It comes out of nowhere. And being that it's a Muppet, right? There would be nothing there. I mean, you could give us like some fake, but it would just be better if it was just a straight flat Muppet. With
just felt, yeah.
Right. Oh man, goodness. That would be the best.
That would be fantastic, yeah. That would be incredible.
Alright, I kind of want to do one where it's completely off. I think I got it.
Okay. Because I think I got one too.
This is going to be my last one.
Okay.
Okay. Because I think if I try to go any further, I'll just start to get into ridiculousness. Die Hard.
Okay.
And Hans Gruber is the only human.
I like it. Okay, I'm thinking The Omen. And Damien is the only human.
No wonder he hates this world.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Just imagine Kermit, like, bringing this kid into a church to kill him. No, Daddy, please!
Okay, what if you do The Exorcist, but Reagan is only human while she's possessed by Zuzu, whatever it is.
Pazuzu. Lord of the Air.
Yeah. Like you see her beforehand, she's a nice little Muppet, and then her mom goes in there and they say she's a human. Let Henson fuck you! Let Henson fuck you!
Your mother sucks felt in hell. But then who would the priest be?
I think you'd make the priest Sam the Eagle.
Okay, but then Father Damien would be? Gonzo? I think he'd be good for Gonzo.
I don't think... What about Grover?
Grover? Well, he's more Sesame Street, but I guess they're technically all Muppets still.
Because, Kermit and Miss Piggy used to be on Sesame Street.
Yeah, so they're technically Muppets, yeah.
They're technically Muppets.
Okay. Oh, but if we use Sam the Eagle, but then, like, for Exorcist 3, Sam the Eagle would be great for George C. Scott's role.
Oh, he would be. Yeah.
Oh, hi there. I'm sorry I let you die, buddy.
Oh, God, that scene is so fucking heartbreaking. You're an asshole, dude. What the fuck? Holy shit. I forgot all about that
dream
scene.
sequence is one of my favorite scenes from the entire trilogy.
Man. And Patrick Ewing just sitting there playing cards or whatever.
Yeah. You got that like that jazz cabaret and all that. It's great.
Dude, yeah,
I love that dream sequence.
Yeah, but that part was like, it's like, I'm sorry you got killed. And I'm like, oh.
God, George C. Scott is so good in Exorcist 3.
He is good. Oh, okay. All right.
I'm trying to remember if there's anything else that would stand out as being really good for this. I'm kind of thinking not. I think we've covered like the ones that would really stand out, at least as far as like our repertoire of movies.
Okay. This will be the absolute last one. Absolute last one.
Okay.
And it's really out there. Venom. All right. Hold on. I gotta make sure I get it right. Venom. Eddie Brock is the only human.
Until the symbiote.
But the symbiote, right? Whenever the symbiote takes him over, when he's fully venomized, he's a Muppet.
Yeah, and then he would just like be built like Sweetums. We are Venom. Oh shit, we haven't been using Animal for any of these roles.
Oh,
I love Animal.
How have we not used Animal?
How have we not?
And Animal would actually make a great Venom.
He would, yeah. He would make a great Venom. Okay. I've got a couple. I feel like I'm kind of like taking a bit too many, but these two are really good because they're movies that we love. So first one would be Sling Blade.
With Carl?
With Carl. Carl is the only human.
I think I would go with the boy, but
the boy. Oh yeah, that could work too. But then who would Carl be if he were a Muppet then?
Who would Carl be as a Muppet?
He would be Animal.
Oh, all quiet and he's like,
not funny, haha.
Don't say nothing about that boy.
Me call 911. Me call ambulance.
I wish I could do a better Kermit imitation, but like,
Kermit would be the abusive guy.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, he's not one of those kind of guys that rub shit in his hair and drills rub shit in his hair. Oh my god, I love that line. Because it's so fucking funny.
I can't stand midgets and antique furniture.
You know I can't eat in front of antique furniture. You can't eat in front of antique furniture. What? Why can't you eat in front of antique furniture? I don't get that.
Well, Animal, if you're gonna kill me, you should dial 911. I'll probably call an ambulance, too.
Or if you're gonna kill me, a hearse.
And other good one would be Rain Man.
With Raymond being the...
Probably with Tom Cruise being the only human.
Oh my goodness.
Because he gets so stressed out, and he's so, like, uptight, and he's the straight man throughout the entire thing.
Okay, can I flip the script?
Sure.
The Incredible Hulk, but everybody is a human except for the Hulk, who's a Muppet.
Okay.
So when he hulks out, he's just a big Muppet.
It'd be the Cookie Monster.
Yeah, that was good. He'd be Cookie Monster.
when he bites the warhead off the missile. Cookie.
So I was thinking the Edward Norton one as opposed to the Ang Lee one.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh yeah, see that would work really well.
Let's see. Any other ones? How about Shawshank Redemption?
You never watched Shawshank?
You've never watched Shawshank?
Come on now.
You've never watched Shawshank?
Come on now.
Come on now?
Yes, Eileen. Come on now. Shawshank Redemption is based on a...
Oh, it's a Stephen King.
Thank you.
Seriously? But you like Misery! You've watched and liked Misery.
Yes, because that was one of the few things that he wrote within, like, another decade at that time that was actually worth a damn.
And, yeah, we should actually do an outro for the Muppet thing. We ran off on kind of a tangent, which wound up becoming its own mini-episode, but yeah, I think we should do an outro for our Muppet challenge. We got a little bit distracted, but I think we had some really good ideas with that.
Yeah.
So,
wow, how do we do this? We really need a producer, someone to keep us, someone that wrangle us in. You know, Horton tries to do that sometimes.
He tries.
He tries.
God love him. He tries. But...
Yeah. All right. So, okay. This is how we're gonna just get your Felty hands off me.
Okay.
Our moms think we're funny. Which one of us stays human?
Ooh, that's a toughie. That's a toughie. When we first started recording stuff together, you were more the voice of reason and I was more the bombastic one. But now, over time, it's become that we're both bombastic in different ways. But I still think I'm kind of like, you've referred to me several times in the past few months as the devil on your shoulder. And, like, I think there's a lot of our shit that gets posted that would not get posted if it were your call alone. So I think you're still more like the straight line here, and I'm more the bombastic one, just from that perspective. Because every once in a while you do try sending out these moments of reason, and I'm like, but George Carlin wouldn't do that, so fuck that! So
Yeah.
I think I would have to be the Muppet in that situation.
you do that. I'm like, dude, we crossed the line here. It's like, fuck it, you just gotta own it. Just ride the wave, baby.
I know there's been a lot of times where I've said, just lean into it, man, just lean into it.
It's like, you just gotta own it, man. It's like I don't know. I was like, I think we need this. Like, this bike doesn't go backwards; it only goes forward.
Because I know that I've said, like, if we start apologizing to them, we have to apologize to everybody. I'm not prepared to apologize to everybody.
It's like, this is Snowpiercer. This train don't stop. I don't understand what that means. And then I just fall back on the true romance thing. I want someone to come take me away. I don't want to be on a part of this podcast anymore.
You're an actor, now act!
I like this boy Acomi. He's a wild one.
So yeah, so I think I would have to be the Muppet in that situation, honestly.
Okay.
Just because you have morals and I don't. So.
Morals. The law. The law. The law. That's from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I know you probably don't get that because you haven't seen the movie.
Fuck you.
Not even if you let me videotape it.
Woo! Joke's on you, asshole. I've seen that movie. Oh, God. Okay. Well, hey, thanks for giving us a listen, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for thanking of us.
We'll catch you guys later.
Oh, bye, everyone.
All right there, folks. That was Our Moms Think We're Funny. Let's give them a hand.